15 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw. Wallace. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
down. Here's Jackson. Touchdown, Browns. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Wallace. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw on second down, Wallace. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun, Wallace. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be marginal yardage against them.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 31, Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 29 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Still 9 remaining on second down. Back to throw. Wallace. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 3rd and 2. Wallace. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A solid stiff arm. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 15. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First and 10, it's Pierce. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Go. Dobbins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Kwity Paye able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So first and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On 4th down, Wallace. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 74 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Kamara. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Wallace. Step. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the left hash. This from 37. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Fields this way up at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Wallace. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this out past the 25. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wallace. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A little juke, and he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on. Why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends